friends. It is August 30th, which means there's like 23 days till the rituals is released. And I posted on Saturday saying I was feeling really good. I am now feeling very stressed, and that quickly turned over on Sunday, and that's what I want to talk about today. And so this video isn't entirely happy. I will start by saying we are not delayed in any way, shape, or form for release. We are still a go for September 22nd, so make sure you have your pre-orders ready. But, well, something that's been bugging me and that I want to talk about is letting your frustrations get the better of you. And this is something, my friends can attest to this, I am really bad at. I don't know if this has to just do with my head and the way that I function as a human being or what, but when I do not deal well with anger and frustration. I do not deal well with not being able to do something and to figure it out on my own. So, where this all started was with formatting. Oh, right now. So, commas are generally the bane of my existence. Right now, formatting is the bane of my existence. I have had it in my head for most of this process that I want to be able to do as much of it as I can. Certain things I knew from the get-go. I cannot do the cover. There's no way, shape, or form that I will be able to create a cover as beautiful as what a graphic designer can create from just a few minor words. I cannot be the only editor. I just can't. I don't have the right mindset for copy editing and proof editing. So I have to have another person. I have to have betas tell me when they see things. I need to have additional eyes. I thought I could do the formatting. I thought it was simple. I knew it would take me a couple hours to do, and I knew that it would take a couple tries. But I thought that I could do it on my own. And I might still be able to do it on my own, but right now that is not going to happen. And that was something that Sunday I did not want to listen to myself telling myself. So I had a bad day. Which is fine, as long as you don't take it out on other people, which I did. And I'm sorry to Ethan, because it was him, because he was the only person I saw that day. So what happened was Saturday, I had a really good day. I was feeling great. I finished going through my edits from my proofreader, from Melanie. I threw stuff together. I had someone that was going to review the book, and I was going to send it out to one or two last beta readers to make sure that there was no more errors. Now, in my mind, when I send out an ARC, there might still be a few errors. It's not the official thing. It's not completely finished. It's advanced reader copy. It's not done. Which is something that I've said from the get-go. But different people have different standards. So I was feeling very good on Saturday. Like I posted, I was feeling so relaxed, stress-free. It was great. Sunday, I was like, I have all day. I don't have any plans. Let's get this formatting done so that I can go through my last check digitally and I can get things boom, boom, done. So I started, I slept in till like about 10. Didn't really do anything. Didn't start really working until 11:30. I formatted and watched videos like Vivian Reese's video on formatting, which is a great video. I just couldn't get it until I had to take Ethan to work at 4 o'clock. I can't tell you how many times I uploaded the file to CreateSpace to look at it in the proofreader to make sure it was okay. It was at least 6. And every time, something was different. Like at one point, I posted this on my Twitter because I was just like, what is happening? In the Word doc, the words were nice and aligned, nice and pretty. They weren't justified or anything like that, so it shouldn't have jumped. But then when I uploaded it to CreateSpace, one word was here, there was like a half a page line of break, and then the next word. And I couldn't figure out why. And it just kept happening with only that chapter. And then other times I went through and I counted all the spacing and I made sure all of the spacing was the same size between each of the paragraph headers, for chapter headers, I should say. And I would upload it and things would be different. And it wasn't consistent, so I couldn't be like, oh, okay, it's just the margins on these chapter headings. It wasn't consistent. And I could not figure out why for the life of me. I got angry, I slammed my laptop closed, I walked into the different room, I read for one of my publishing books for like 5 minutes in anger. I got really, really frustrated. And when I get really frustrated, I get angry. And I turn internal. So I get angry at myself. I get angry at myself for not being able to... These are literally the thoughts that are going through my head. Why can't I format this book? It's a Microsoft Word document. A second grader can do this. Why can't I do this? Why is this taking so long? It shouldn't take 5.5 hours and have no progress. Today was a waste of my time. And it wasn't a waste of my time. Like, now looking back, like, I did format things. They didn't come out how I wanted them to, but I didn't completely waste my time. Because I learned different aspects. So I have those tools. It's like when you learn Photoshop. You learn, like, the basic things, but then there's still always things you need to learn. So hindsight is 20/20, but that's hindsight for you. So I went to the beach, which is my happy place. And this goes back to the arc. While I was there, I received a message, which it's one of those where you have to take this idea with a grain of salt, because I understand, like, not everybody should be held to this, and I'm just, like, salty. Grain of salt, salty. If someone sends you an arc, one of the things that I do is I look into the author and look in their social media, and I see what they've been doing. The person that reached out to me, I'm not going to name names, pretty much insinuated that I had done no editing whatsoever. They told me that normally before a person sends an arc out, that there's a certain standard that the author should go through a round of edits at least once and go through a beta process and then get an editor. Which, as you can imagine, after a day of formatting and not getting anywhere, and then just finishing edits from my editor, that hit me hard. It hit me really, really hard. And I shut down. I really hardcore shut down. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to stop. I didn't want to work. And I just felt all of the pressure come back, because I was like, this person thinks that I haven't done anything. What do other people think? Like, I'm supposed to release this book in less than 3 weeks. What do I do? And I was on my own at the beach because I had taken Ethan to work, so I just was in a very vulnerable state. So I messaged my friends, and I messaged Babe Squad, and they talked me out of it, and they were like, we looked at this, it doesn't look that bad, who is this person? Like, why would they insinuate that? Like, are those errors that they said are there? Which, granted, they were there. Like, I do not know why Stray 5 was on the page. I could have hit a 5 and I didn't realize it. That's my bad. And then I went to the cafe and I pounded out 40 pages listening to Microsoft Word read me my story to make sure that things were correct. Which, there were things that I caught, but that was because I had to go through another pass anyway to make sure that those weren't there. So, at the end of the day on Sunday, I was feeling better. And I was feeling motivated again. I still have a lot of work to keep going through and to make sure that there's nothing there, but I have 2 other people doing it with me. And as for formatting, I have decided that for this round, for the rituals, I will be going with Readsy. And Readsy is a professional program online where you can hire people and you can find editors, you can find cover designers, you can find pretty much anything. Any part of publishing you want to find, you can find them there. And Readsy does do a discount of like 10%. The last last couple NaNoWriMo's, Reedsy has been a sponsor, so you've been able to get a discount from them. So I have a Reedsy account. I've never used any of the paid things on there. I found my people other places, but it's a very great resource, and they do have a section where you can format for ebook and print. So it's not going to be how I want it exactly. I have been able, looking into this program and working with it the last couple days, I have been able to figure out how I want it to get it that way and how I can make it look how I want it to look. But like the stupid things are things that I want there. Like instead of just a number, I wanted it to say chapter 1 and then the subtitle with the character's point of view. And I can't have it say chapter 1. It'll just be the number and then the character. And the table of contents will be different than how I wanted. But that's just something I'll have to deal with until I can teach myself this formatting. So what this story time has illustrated is you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I can't teach myself everything that a publisher would need to know in half an hour. Let yourself have accountability, but also don't put all of the pressure on yourself. You have a support system. That's why they're there. They support you. Don't pull in next to me. Damn it, we'll finish this later. I'm back again. It is now 2 hours later. I just finished up with my shift. So I don't remember exactly what my train of thought was on that reflection, but I think you understood what I was going for. You're not going to be perfect. You can't train yourself in every way. And when you do get into that frustrated sense, use the people around you. I'm sorry, I'm playing with. Use the people around you to bounce off of. Don't just yell at yourself. And just keep pushing forward, because then you'll get there. I think that's going to be it. I'm hoping this family that's walking towards me isn't going to the van next to me so I can just finish my video. My name is Katelyn Costello. My debut novel, The Rituals, will be released on September 22nd, which is in like 23 days. All of my social media links will be down below. You can find me at either author Katelyn Costello or Scripturient on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I have my website, which is KatelynCostello.com. You can now pre-order your copy of The Rituals. It is on Amazon and Kindle in ebook and print, and then you can get signed print editions on my website, KatelynCostello.com/buybooks. For $13.99. Regular print on Amazon is $10.99, and ebooks are $2.99. I'm actually going to be releasing the ebooks 4 days early. Ebooks will be going live on September 18th. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I like you guys, and I want you to be able to get your hands on it sooner than later. So, if you pre-order a copy of an ebook, you will get it 4 days ahead of print copies and like 2.5 weeks before signed editions. Speaking of signed editions, if you order a signed edition and you live in the Western New York area and want to come to my release party, I will be holding a celebration and benefit night at my library. The link is on my Facebook page. If you go on Facebook and search The Rituals launch party and library benefit, it'll come up. It's at the Bell Memorial Library from 6 to 8 on Thursday, September 27th. I'm going to be doing a Q&A, possibly a reading. I haven't decided what I'm going to be reading, but it's going to be good. If you don't pre-order, but you know you want a copy, if you buy a copy there, part of the proceeds for the night are going to go back to the library. I'm going to be doing a 50-50 raffle to benefit the library. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. If you're not in the New York area and still want to be a part of the event, I am going to be live streaming the event. I haven't decided how yet, so please let me know down below what would be the easiest to do widespread. I'm thinking I'm going to do it on Facebook just because the event was on Facebook, and I know I have family on Facebook that are not going to try to figure out YouTube, but I might do it on YouTube. So I would say I'll do a poll, I think, and then we'll do either Facebook or YouTube. Tell me which would be easier, which would be better. Okay, I miss YouTube. I miss you guys. Let me know what you would like. I'm planning to do a really cool week celebration before launch, the week of launch. So if there's some special content you want or questions you have, let me know down below. Maybe I'll do a Q&A as one of the days. But I want to do 5 days of content. So Monday through the Friday before launch, and then something on Saturday. So let me know down below what you would like. Alright, it's starting to get dark. The sun's behind me. It's not really helping, so I'm going to go. Love you. I miss you. And get ready, because the next 3 weeks are going to be crazy. Make sure you're following me on social media. Alright, bye!